Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final recording session in my closet for the Pokemon series. So, I gotta put in a lot of emotions, and I'm very tired right now, so it's gonna be quite the interesting experience trying to have emotion for this. But, it's gonna be different than the other recordings, that's for sure, because in the other recordings, everybody's fine. In this one, obviously, things aren't going to go very well. I mean, things might go well, you never know, but things mostly aren't going to go very well. And it's exciting. It's exciting and sad because I love all of my Pokemon. I love all of my children. They're so great. Anyways, let's begin. I decided to make my way up Victory Road so I could train along the way. Just as I was about to make my way to the final stretch, I heard a familiar, haunting voice I thought I'd never have to hear again. Wait, I want a final battle. No! We already know how this is going to end. You're going to challenge me, and then I'm going to be forced to use 1% of my power to one-shot your entire team. And then you're going to go on about how glad you are to have such a great rival, even though we aren't rivals. I'm too much stronger than you to be your rival. We've been through this. I am so close to finishing this darn Nuzlocke. Just let me have this. I killed her entire team that day. Oh, and by the way, I caught a Haunter along the way, mainly to fill in an empty slot, and mostly to help with all the physical attackers that I'd have to face during the Elite Four. I named her Spoopy Boy. Look guys, even though all of you are 10 levels ahead of the Elite Four's Pokemon, some of you might die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. The first few Elite Four members weren't a problem. As expected, Toothless and Mr. Toad worked very well together to defeat Wickstrom and Marva. Lizzie one-shot all of Cybold's team by herself, and that left us with the final Elite Four member, Drasna and her dragon Pokemon. The one I'd been dreading since the very beginning of this adventure. I sent in Lizzie to fight her Dragalge because she was the only one I trusted to tank her attacks, and all was going really well, until I went to give her a Hyper Potion and accidentally gave it to Toothless instead. Lizzie was taken out immediately afterwards. After that, we plowed through a good portion of her team, until the Judagon came. Now, normally these guys are no big deal, right? Except this one knew Dragon Tail, and apparently that's a move where the user attacks the target, then tosses them out of the battle, and pulls a random Pokemon in. I knew since most of my Pokemon were weak, I couldn't afford to heal someone, because then another one would die. I did something I was planning to do from the beginning. A failsafe so hard to cope with that I knew it had to be done. I sent in Admiral Eris, who was able to land a Perish Song just before being taken out. This meant that I had to survive 3 turns, then the Druidgon would be dead automatically. So I sent in Mr. Toad, knowing that he could tank most of her attacks. Somehow, Druidgon got a major critical and basically one-shot the remaining health, which mind you was well into the green, taking out Greninja just as his Perish timer ran out. We had Toothless, Nightingale, and Spoopy Boy to take on dragons, fairies, and ghosts. Spoopy Boy was able to take out her Hawlucha without taking much damage, and Nightingale took down the freaking dinosaur that is Tyrantrum. He also managed to kick her Goodra back into the dirt where it came from. Finally, Diantha sent out her Mega Gardevoir. I sent in Nightingale to lower her attack and to flash her a few times, and used Spoopy Boy to heal Charizard. Both were taken out in the end, but their sacrifices will not be in vain. It was just Toothless and Gardevoir, all pressure on him. Everyone else behind him was dead. He took to the skies and slammed into her, taking her down and saving the entire Nuzlocke for everyone. He was the last survivor. At the after party, some little boy totally came up to me and asked what my victory cost. It cost everything. And that was it. I had completed the Nuzlocke and claimed my victory. Toothless and I moved as far away from Serana as possible and lived happily ever after. Yeah. Let's go. Let me turn the volume up. Woo! Yeah. Yahoo! The only survivor. You're useful.